In March the year 2015, gunmen entered the village of Chittisinghpura. They ordered all the Sikh men and boys to assemble at the village Gurdwara, and they shot and killed 35 of them. There was one survivor of the massacre, a guy called Nanak Singh, who told what happened to reporters afterwards. This is the first time in the Kashmir conflict that Sikhs had ever been targeted. Now, originally it was blamed on Islamic terrorists, but the head of the local Mujahideen said, look, the Mujahideen have nothing against the Sikh community, which sympathises with our struggle. We assure them that there never was and never will be any danger to Sikhs from Kashmiri freedom fighters. So there's no way that Muslims, or certainly the Muslim organisations, have said, it wasn't us. Why would it be? We have no motive to do that. Blame was actually laid on at the time against another actually Islamic terrorist organisation, or a militant organisation, let's call it, Lashkar-e-Taiba. And ever since then, it's been blamed on them. Well, as it turns out, this massacre happened under the first ever BJP government under Prime Minister Vajpayee. It also happened a day before US President... this is linked to another situation. I'll just give you a quick background to this as well. A day before US President Bill Clinton arrived in India for his visit, because it's all linked to this, strangely enough, 5 local men in the area were murdered and shown as Pakistani-based terrorists. Oh, sorry, they were murdered. They were killed by Indian law enforcement, by Indian police, and they were falsely labelled as Pakistani-based terrorists. But a few years later, the Criminal Bureau of Investigation admitted that they were actually innocent locals who were just picked up and killed to cover up an Indian covert operation against Sikhs in Kashmir. Now, 25 years later, the truth has finally come out, thanks to Sikhs for Justice. An Indian Army captain, Captain Rathore, after years of being in hiding and being on the run, has finally reached the US, the safety of the US. He's admitted on camera the details of what actually happened. We don't know how genuine this is, but of course needs corroboration. It actually needs to go through the court of law to be corroborated legally. But on the face of it, this is Indian Captain Rathore from the Indian Army, who said that the BJP government were behind this massacre, and that as a result of him whistleblowing, they are out to kill him. He is the sole survivor of the firing squad that he calls that carried out this murder of Sikhs. Again, we can't corroborate this, but this is what Gurpratap Singh Pannu has put up there in the public domain. He's interviewed this guy. This is absolutely devastating news for the Indian government. This basically does confirm, if true, that the Indian government has, not just in the 80s and 90s, but into the 2000s as well, has been extrajudicially murdering Sikhs